What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to some more Hitman. This is an achievement/trophy guide in the bonus episode Landslide, and this is the achievement/trophy guide for Your Vote Counts, which requires you to eliminate the target by impalement with a pen and in a fireworks explosion. So this is going to be 3 separate playthroughs for the 3 different kills. So the first one here that we're going to go for is Impalement, and you're going to want to go to the bonus mission Landslide, which is in Sapienza. And in the planning phase, we don't need to take anything specifically except for a lockpick. So go ahead and take out the fiber wire for the lockpick, and let's move on. From the beginning here, we're going to want to make our way towards the church. In fact, we're going to go to the back of the church. What we want to do here is we want to go and get the priest disguise, and obviously we want to do it without being seen necessarily. So go ahead around to the back, and we're going to use our lockpick to lockpick the door open, and then make our way up to the priest, where we will be able to take the priest's clothing. Now, if you do this better than me, you will not be spotted as you make your way through here, and should have no issue. Even if you do get spotted, though, it really doesn't seem to be too much of an issue as long as you're not spotted in the priest disguise. As you can see, I'm getting spotted right now. I was found trespassing, but it's totally fine. Nothing happens. Go up here and grab the priest, subdue him, and then go ahead and take his outfit and drag him off to the corner just to be safe. After you get the disguise, you're going to want to make your way downstairs, and in the center at the altar, you can go ahead and blend in. You'll probably spend a good amount of time waiting for the target to actually get here, but once he does, he'll talk to you and say how he needs to confess his sins and blah 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 blah. So go ahead and follow him into the booth at the end of the conversation, and you guys can go ahead and do confession, and afterwards he's going to invite you up to the roof for further discussion. So go ahead and follow him up to the roof after completing the confession. And as you make your way up, you're going to want to try and be stealthy about it. Don't get spotted. There are a bunch of people in here that can actually notice you through the priest disguise. However, if you want and you're having some difficulty with it, you can go ahead and throw a coin, as I'm going to do here. But once again, I'm not good at this game, so I still get spotted, but again, I get lucky and nothing happens. But you should be able to make your way past these guys without issue if you're better than me at this game. So you can see I'm throwing the coin, they're turning around, I'm like, okay, I'm good to go. JK, that guy still noticed me somehow. Whatever, just keep running, and they'll just keep watching me run up the stairs. Now head all the way up, and you'll eventually run into the target. Just go all the way to the top and wait for the target to make it up there. Once at the top, the target will start to talk to you again, and he will lean over this railing here, and you will be able to push him over onto that spike right there and impale him. So go ahead and do that, and that is our first kill finished. I should mention that after the game saves, you can go ahead and just replan the mission rather than completing it by getting to an escape point. Now, we're going to be going for our second kill, which is actually going to be the fireworks explosion. I'm going to be taking some emetic poison with me. So from the start here, we're going to actually make our way down the dock, which is just to our right here. And all the way down here, we're going to want to turn on a faucet, which is going to distract this crew member right over here. If it, for whatever reason, distracts the guard that is standing directly in front of me instead, just restart and try it again and again. It should eventually distract the crew member instead of the security guard that's standing here. Once the crew member realizes what's going on and walks over to go turn it off, you're going to have to do this part kind of quickly. Run past him, go ahead and grab the screwdriver right here, and then use it to sabotage the controls here, and then run out of this area before this guy turns around and gets back here, or he will spot you, become suspicious, and the security guard will get all mad at you. Now from here, we're going to make our way over to the crew section, but before we get there, we want to go and get a crew disguise. So if we head over to these porta potties over in this corner here, you'll see this crew member just standing here, kind of putting up some posters or something. Go around here and throw a coin on the ground, pick it up, and then just wait for him to come around so that you can go ahead and take him down and steal his disguise. He should walk over here with minimal issue. Go ahead and take him down, dump his body in the dumpster if you feel so if you feel that it's necessary, excuse me, and then go ahead and take his disguise and then head up to the crew area. Now that we are up here, we're going to wait for the crew member who can actually see us or spot us through the disguise to turn around. Now, there isn't really much of a window here. However, what we're going to be doing is grabbing the firework control. However, we cannot grab it from the opposite side of the table because if we do, we'll be spotted by the other crew members and they'll get super suspicious. So you have to kind of squeeze yourself in between this guy and the table in order to grab the firework trigger and then run out. If you do it, you should be fine as long as nobody sees you do it, and that's that. Now we're going to head back down the stairs and over towards the trailer area that is near the church.
Hi, it's me again. I had to call you. 2 glasses in, and I've been... Stage is looking awesome! You have to explain for us.
Tutti gli ospiti se ne sono andati.
Really nice, man.
Solo la luna mi fa compagnia.
Once here, we're going to want to head around and jump over this wall here to end up in the correct area, and we're going to have to take out this woman. So the best way that I've found to do this is to throw a coin just right here, and then go ahead and pick it up after you throw it, and then just hide up against this and wait for her to come around and do like the takedown corner move, and you should be able to pull her over here without issue, subdue her, and then dump her body in the dumpster that is located right next to you, like I'm doing right now. Now at this point we're going to wait for the photographer to come over, but before he gets here we have to poison his water. Now you will see these 2 guards right here standing by. You may be able to get around and poison the water without issue. However, just to be safe, you may want to throw a coin just as a distraction. Now head around and go ahead and use the poison vial on the water, like so, and then just wait for the cameraman to come back, take a drink, and then he will run over to the bathroom where you are going to follow him. The cameraman is the guy in the gray that is heading down the stairs currently. Once in the bathroom, you're going to want to subdue him, take his disguise, dump his body, and then go and find your target. What you're going to do is you're going to talk to the target and offer to take some photographs of him. So wherever your target may be on the map, go to him and talk to him like I'm doing here. So you're going to say, hey, let's go take some photographs down by the pier because the pier is so beautiful, blah, 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 and he'll go, okay, yeah, sure. So now run down to the pier, and basically he will meet you there on his own pace. He is not going to hurry up for you at all. So just go ahead and wait down here, and once he comes down, you're going to want to start taking the photographs, and immediately you will notice a prompt to trigger the fireworks. Do not do that until he is all the way at the end of the pair. Let him get a couple pictures off if you're kind of unsure of the situation, but just wait for him to get all the way down to the end of the pair, and then you can go ahead and ignite the fireworks, and he will die in a nice little pretty explosion, and that is our second kill done. Now it's time to get the pen kill. In order to do this, you do not need any specific equipment. In fact, you can go ahead and unequip your gun because you do not want it. You're going to get frisked and you don't want them to spot it on you. So from the start here, we're going to head up towards like the shops and stuff and the front of the mansion. And near the front is going to be 2 security guards who will be talking. You need to trigger their conversation in order to cause the rest of the events to happen. Basically what we're doing is we're causing a lawyer to spawn in. And what's going to happen is the security guard's going to find the lawyer, bring the lawyer up to the target's office. Then you're going to need to take the lawyer out, get the lawyer's disguise, and get into the meeting with the target as the lawyer. So, After triggering the conversation, you're going to want to run around the back of these shops, and there will be a pipe all the way in the back that you can scale all the way up as far as you can, and then climb through a window into a bathroom. Once up here, it's a waiting game. And it's a pretty long waiting game from what I experienced. I think my wait was about 6 minutes of just sitting there waiting for the lawyer to come. There will be a little save point once they find the lawyer, so you will know that like you are actually progressing forward rather than just sitting here doing nothing. So once you're up here, you're really just gonna hang out for a little bit. Eventually, the lawyer will come up with a bunch of security and he'll claim that he has to use the bathroom. Be sure that you are on this side of the door because he opens the door inwards so that the door will actually block you from anybody's line of sight. Then once he comes in here, close the door or wait for the door to close on its own and then go ahead and subdue him and take his disguise. Afterwards, you're going to have to go back out there with all the security, so be sure to close the door behind you. And then you're going to want to sit on the couch and play another waiting game. At that point, you're going to wait for a security guard to come up and tell you that the target is ready for your meeting, and you can go ahead and head on in. Once the security guard comes out and tells you that the target is waiting for you, go ahead and get frisked, and as long as you do not have any weapons on you, you should be fine at this point. And then go ahead and head on in and sit in the chair to blend in and just wait through the conversation. Eventually, the target will tell his security to go away because you guys need to talk more privately and so on. And once they do, you will be able to take out the target with the pen. So, the security has now left, and we're going to wait for our target to turn around and stop looking at us. Once he does, we can go ahead and get up from the chair, walk up behind him, and you will see kill with pen. Go ahead and do that, and you are done. If you have done all 3 kills and the game has saved it as such, you will get your achievement or trophy for your vote counts. It really is that easy. There are some steps, but honestly, this one isn't too difficult compared to some of the others. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you. If it did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all that fun junk. Check down the description, some awesome links, some awesome things. My Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, bunch of other things you might be interested in. Thank you for joining me. Keep it here for more achievement/trophy/collectible guides, more Hitman, and a bunch of other things. Until tomorrow, ta-ra.